So all you're gonna do is you're going to skip, but you're gonna skip as high as you possibly can. Each time that you're skipping, you want to think about driving your knee as far up to the ceiling or the sky as you possibly can, and then exchanging your feet as quick as you can. Now again, the key here is for height, right? We want to think about how high we can possibly jump because we're really trying to get that lower body loose. Now for distance, you can kind of go as far as you want to, but I like to go somewhere between 10 to 20 yards depending on how much room I have and depending on how much I want to get warm. So again, with high skips, we want to make sure that we're driving that knee to the sky, getting as high as. So this is the same thing, but instead of driving our knee as high as we can, now we're going for speed of our skip. So what we should really have is a fast exchange of feet as we're going through. So when I'm skipping, now I want my knees to be driving back down to the floor, trying to go as fast as I possibly can with my feet, right? Right here we're working on foot speed and we're working on that fast foot exchange rather than the explosion like we did in the last skip. So what we're gonna do is you're going to do a skip, but you're gonna jump twice on the same leg. So you notice with like kind of a normal skip, you're just going up and up, right? With tempo skips, what we're gonna do is we're really gonna work on this tempo, and notice how I'm bouncing twice on each foot and then driving my foot back down. So think about it, it's like fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, slow. So with the tempo, we're really working on really freezing that knee drive up to do is step ups. Now I've got a nice kind of plyometric box here, but you can use pretty much anything you've got access to. You can use a park bench, you can use your stairs out in front of your house, pretty much anything you got. And all we're looking to do is we're looking to plant one foot on the top, right? And if we can try to get this top of our thigh parallel to the floor, even better. But what we're looking to do is with each step up, we're gonna step and we're gonna explode up as high as we can and switch legs. So you see how I'm going up there? So I'm getting ready to explode, I'm staying on the balls of my feet, and I'm launching up, boom, switching, coming back down. Now the key here is we're looking for quick contact time, right? So as soon as I exchange my legs, I'm ready to explode the next one up, right? Each time I'm looking to power off the balls of my feet, get that power going up towards the ceiling. For step-ups, you're going to start on a line somewhere, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna try to load our hips up and get one giant explosion where we're rocking our hands forward and firing them as fast as we can. So you're jumping 2 feet at the same time as far as you can. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our balance just for a quick second, and then we're gonna launch into a broad jump again. Now, for you, you can either count these reps if you'd like to, or you can go a specific distance. I'm gonna go 10 yards, turn around and come 10 yards back, but it's totally up to you how much time you have for your workout and how much of a workout you need to get, right? The whole key to these broad jumps though is that we want to stay explosive. So as you come through and you're broad jumping out, you want to try to control your landing and then get ready to explode again, right? Don't get tired, don't get super hunched over, don't stand back up. We want to stay in this athletic stance so we can explode, boom, into our next broad jump. We're going to sink down like we're sitting down into a deep lunge. And as soon as my knee gets really close to touching the ground, I'm gonna launch up and I'm gonna exchange my feet and switch into another lunge on the opposite side. So the whole idea here is each time we're switching our feet and then slowly controlling our landing, right? I'm switching feet, slowly controlling my landing. Each time we wanna control those muscles and really have them start burning on you, right? Because the whole idea here is a super fast foot exchange and then a control back down. Super fast foot exchange, control the landing. If you can do that, really start to burn, it's gonna be a phenomenal exercise. All right, so now through the explosion, you should be feeling pretty tired, and we're gonna move into kind of our sprinting movements here. So the very first one we're gonna do is line bounce. You're gonna find some sort of line. You know, this could be on the sidewalk, this could be in the street, this could be, you know, in your gym, wherever it's at. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna start and you're gonna do 3 jumps where you're jumping over the line back and forth. So I'm bounding out and I'm going 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then after my third one, I'm going to plant hard and push into a dead sprint going the opposite direction. So once I land, I'm boom, some side start sprints. And this is basically how it works. Is from a dead stop, we're gonna get in an athletic position just like this. Then all we're going to do is we're going to take one kind of defensive slide push step over the line and then turn and fire into a 10-yard sprint going the opposite direction. So again, we're lining up right here on a line. We're gonna start with one defensive slide, turn, push, full speed sprint, right? The whole thing we're working on here is really working on kind of pushing out of a defense explosion out of your change of direction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our line right down the middle, and then we're gonna have a cone 5 yards and a cone 5 yards on each side. So whenever you're ready to get your shuttle run, you're gonna explode 5 yards out to one side. You're gonna bend down, get a touch of either the cone or the line, whichever one you wanna do, and then you're gonna explode your change of direction back to the other cone. Same thing, once you get here, you're gonna load, boom, stop, change direction again, and now next up we've got split jump sprints. Now this is kind of combining that running with one of the explosive movements that we did earlier. So it's gonna start just like before. You're going down into a deep lunge, nice and controlled, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna jump as high as we can, split, but once we land, now we're gonna take off in a 10-yard sprint as fast as we can, right? So as soon as I land, I'm going loaded, boom, full sprint out, just like